Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are Jacob, can we do graphics? Okay, we are hashtag filed on a lawsuit. We have challenged the Handgun roster with a lawsuit titled Boland v. Bonta. If you haven't heard or read about it yet, we are going to be continuously updating you guys on it as we go through the litigation process. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you have any questions about this, we are already starting to get some questions. Leave a comment down below. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can, but this can be a good place to start a little bit of dialogue for questions that you might have as we go through the litigation process. But some of the questions that we have been receiving already, actually, to my surprise, are stemming from the root of the lawsuit in general. And if you are new to the firearms community, or if this has somehow not been on your radar, if you've been in a gun shop or a CRPA chapter meeting or wherever, and you've heard the term handgun roster 5,000 times and you've never fully understood, I want to break that down a little bit for you today. So, I mean, really, in 1999, the Unsafe Handgun Act was put into place here in California, basically creating what we call the handgun roster. That would be firearms legal to sell in California. And since then, the restrictions that stem from that act have gotten more and more stringent. I think in 2007, a couple were added. You've got the chamber load indicator, which is an indicator on the firearm that would tell you a round is in the chamber. You've also got the magazine disconnect mechanism, which would not allow it to fire unless the magazine was fully inserted. And then in 2013, you had the micro-stamping technology that was introduced. And that one is a little bit more critical. We have not seen any handguns added to the roster because that technology simply doesn't exist. On top of that, because of the way the firearms that are currently on the roster have been grandfathered, technically speaking, the way that they would define an unsafe firearm, which, again, the way that they deem firearms unsafe are not allowed to be on the roster, therefore not allowed to be sold in California, none of the firearms on the roster actually meet the standards that they have for the roster. So you have a bunch of firearms that are being sold in 49 other states that they deem unsafe. You also have the firearms on the roster that they also deem unsafe, but have been grandfathered in. Just contradictions galore here, but we have filed a lawsuit that challenges the constitutionality of this law. And by the way, I mean, this is something that's not new. This has been tried many times, but what has changed is the outlook on Second Amendment litigation. So we got to go back to Bruin. CRPA, in general, even on this channel, we've told you that we are working on cases. This is the retribution campaign, you guys. This is Countdown to Hope. This lawsuit is directly related to the decision in Bruin and the way that these courts have to look into the history and in order to define the constitutionality of these states. So stay updated, stay tuned, go to crpa.org. We're going to continue and put information out on this case as it continues to roll on, and stay tuned to the YouTube videos. If you want to get these updates without having to search for them, just be sure and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot to get this info out to as many people as possible. It makes it a little easier for you. You can share, you can like the videos, send it to as many people as possible. We'll see you then.